This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing. Started my inspection at 12714 Los Coches Court out here in Lakeside. We're on top of a concrete tile. This is a Malibu style concrete tile roof. It's a very aged product. A lot of slip tiles on this roof and a lot of cracked tiles on this roof. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pointing some things out for the potential homeowner. Crack tile, slip tile over here. I slid this down because this was the first one that I saw, and you can see all the damage that's been done to this underlayment. This underlayment is super brittle as well. This stuff is literally just kind of crumbling at my fingertips. These are all telltale signs that the product has gone past its life expectancy. We can see that all the mortar caps are starting to come apart as well. We're also noticing just how tight a lot of these valleys are, so I do want to point this out. When this roof does get redone, we are going to want to open these valleys up to allow for water and debris to flow freely off of this roof. You can see how a lot of debris will start to accumulate in these valleys. And as that debris accumulates, what it does is, instead of allowing water just to flow off the roof, it'll start to cause the water to divert into areas of the roof where it's not supposed to. So we want to open those up. I'm going to go ahead and point out a few more problem areas on this roof. So we can see on the majority of these rake lines, all these tiles are starting to slip. I've noticed that a majority of these tiles aren't even nailed down at the moment. So as these tiles slip, you can see all the damage that occurs to the underlayment. This stuff is literally just starting to fall apart. It's starting to wear completely through. Again, you can see just how brittle this stuff is. And you can also see how rusted out some of these nails are. So that's telling me that obviously water has been getting underneath there. More cracked tiles over here, cracked tiles here. We had a slip tile down here that I slid down a little bit more because I could see the damage that had already occurred. And you can see that this is a big leak coming from this area. The underlayment is completely worn through. Everything's getting all the way down to the wood decking every time it rains. This is a big problem area, so this needs to be addressed quickly. All right, I'm gonna continue to work my way around the roof. Work over to this roof plane. Obviously, we have some solar panels that are gonna need to be dealt with on this roof. We have a total of 4 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 14, 20, 24 solar panels that are on this roof. We're gonna have to remove those and reinstall them when we do this roof. But you can see how all these tiles are slipping down here as well. Don't want to pull them down too far, but here, well, for time's sake, I'll leave that one. I'll pull some of these other ones. But you can see how all these are starting to slip. We've got more cracked tiles down here. More slip tiles over here on this section as well. And you'll notice this one's slipping, and I'll just pull this down. And again, no nails on this. So you can see all the watermarks that have been coming down. Again, you can see how brittle this underlayment is. I'll go ahead and put this back when I'm finished, but for time's sake, I do want to continue. More slip tiles over here. And you can see all the damage that's occurred. This underlayment is completely starting to wear through. All these tiles along these rake line are starting to slip also. Cracked tiles throughout. More slip tiles over here. More slip tiles on this side. You can see all the cracks that we have as well. I slid these down just a bit more, but this underlayment was exposed. And again, you can see all the water that's been coming down into this section. So yeah, my professional opinion, this roof needs to be replaced. This tile isn't in the best shape. So, you know, if the homeowner wants to do what we call a lift and reset, we can reuse this tile, but we are gonna have to account for the amount of replacement tiles that we're gonna have to replace it with. I gotta imagine that there's no homeowner association in this area either. So the customer also has the opportunity to go with a shingle roof. We can change up the color of the roof. It'll change up the look of the house. With the amount of broken tiles that are on this roof, you know, that's kind of the route that I'm gonna go ahead and suggest, is switching this product to either a shingle product or a new tile roof. But the tile that's currently on this roof, you know, it's in pretty rough shape, and it seems to be pretty brittle with the amount of broken tiles that are already throughout this property. So that is something that's going to need to be addressed. But yes, in my personal opinion, we are going to need to replace this. We'll tear this down to the wood decking. We'll address all these leaks that have been occurring over the years. Address any of the bad wood that is on this roof, because there will be a decent amount of plywood that needs to be replaced just due to the amount of damaged tiles that are on this roof. And then we'll go ahead and add 2 layers of UDL 40 underlayment, or a layer of titanium peel and stick. And if we're using the existing tiles, then the existing tiles go right back on. If we are going to go ahead and upgrade the tiles, then we will go ahead and do so. Just want to move this out. Again, more damage. So yeah, this roof needs to go. That is it for my inspection.